So in this video, we're going to look at examples of how to set up our hypothesis when we're doing a two-proportion hypothesis test. For our first example, we're going to look back at the data we had detailing how a police officer's race or ethnicity was related to whether or not they used force or struggled with subjects. So now that we have the data over on there on the left, let's go ahead and choose two samples to run. Well, let's say we want to go ahead and compare men versus women and the percentage of officers that once again are involved in physically struggling or fighting with the subject. Now, if we let men be sample 1, and I'm doing this because men have a higher percentage, and women be sample 2, then when I go to set up my hypothesis here, my null is going to be P1 is equal to P2. And what that's telling me is that I think the percentage of men who are involved in physically struggling or fighting with subjects are the same as the percentage of women, despite the fact that the sample here says otherwise. So I'm assuming they're actually equal. My alternative hypothesis is what I'm trying to prove. Well, there are a couple different things I could try and prove here. Let's say I wanted to show that men are more likely than women. Well, if I wanted to show men were more likely, then because I have male cops here and female here, I would put a greater than. Male cops are more likely than female cops. If I wanted to go ahead and instead, in a different hypothesis test, show that male cops are at a different risk than female cops, then I would change my alternative hypothesis. I would want to say that they were different somehow, so I would use a not equal to. So in this example, we see two different alternative hypotheses we could use depending on what we're actually trying to prove.